I have some news, Jeremy, if you don't mind me sharing some
Absolutely.
of this. Actually, Ripa, I think, might enjoy this.
Absolutely.
So
Please
we
share.
talk a lot about how you can share this, how Disney makes most of their money from the theme parks.
Yes.
Not from movies or anything else. Well, this was a screenshot just taken the other day for the month of June, and I'll explain this real quick. Basically saying these stars here mean so if you want to go to Disney, you have to buy a ticket, and then you have to make a reservation to see if you can get into the park of your choice. So it's a whole thing, right? And right here you see these little stars. Basically, what this means is that they can't get anyone to go to their park, so they're offering you a bonus park if you buy a ticket to go. That is unheard of for summer at Disney.
Yes, it is.
So it got so desperate. So this is what the big call is right now. They're blaming the governor, and articles like this are they're like, the reason why Disney is not seeing any crowds and that they're losing people and no one's buying tickets to their parks is because of the governor and his laws. So these articles that I'm about to share, I have to go. I don't know why I've got to go back and forth. But,
you're okay. Andrew, I think you're echoing a little bit. Let me see if it's...
These articles that we have to share is like, they start popping out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Gay Floridians are leaving in droves, says Pride organizer. So this is coming up saying that gay people are leaving. There also has been a travel ban on Florida for black people, for gay people, for minorities, saying don't go to Florida. And so they're saying Disney's going to go under because no one's visiting their parks because of the governor. And it's a big problem, right? So this is what this is what they're saying. So the census report just came out just a few days ago, and it says this. It says in the first quarter of 2023, Florida saw its highest tourism numbers ever in the state. So all these travel bans aren't working, and where are all these people going when they're coming to the state? They are choosing not to go to Walt Disney, when they're choosing not to go to the parks anymore, and Disney's starting to panic. They panic so much. Not only did they close the Star Cruiser and take a tax write-off, they introduced this. I had all this ready. Can't you tell? I wanted to sound like I was Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to stop, but that's how it is. Walt Disney World announces a new ticket that's literally for people that aren't there. It's $99 a day, which is cheaper than going to Universal
cheap as hell.
or SeaWorld. If you're a Florida resident,
I haven't seen this in years.
$58 a day.
Mm-hmm.
$58 a day is unheard of.
Yep.
That is
like
crazy.
Yep.
And again, this is why we cover theme parks at Geeks Gamers, to keep you guys informed about all this bullshit. Jay is on top of it. These numbers are absolutely insane.
You know, I don't think people understand while Ripa is eating. He's excited. If they lose money here, that is a titanic disaster for Disney.
Yes.
This is the only thing, the past few years, that have brought them money. And they are now saying, look, for $58, come visit our theme park, because no one is choosing not to go anymore. And this is over the summer. They have never done that. And someone could correct me if I'm wrong. In the history over the summer, they usually offer tickets like that in what they call the off season, where people are in school and work. Most people don't vacation. Never have they done that over the summer. And when they announced that, we're just like, this is insanity. No one's staying in their hotels. They're offering 30 to 50% off discounts if you have certain passes, and even Chase credit card. If you have a Chase Visa, they're giving you a discount to stay in their hotels. So this is really telling. And I don't know if that ticket will boost interest for people to come, but we'll find out this summer as we go report
the thing
on
is,
this stuff.
This is a crunch time for them, because they've said they need to go do $5.5 billion worth of cuts, which is really, by the way, what's driven all of these closings. Galactic Star Cruiser, the Lake Nona pullout, the layoffs, Pixar, all of that's the $5.5 billion which they need to come up with, which ties back to Comcast and the Hulu purchase, which is something they've been completely hiding. They keep burying it and burying it and burying it. They need to come up with at minimum $9 billion at the low end. At the high end, it's $23 billion. So, and they're fighting that out in an arbitration right now, and they got to come up with that before the beginning of next year. So if, like Jay said, they do not get this park money, their main revenue, they are really screwed in terms of this. They're going to be absolutely wrecked when it comes beginning of next year, because they're going to have to leverage themselves and go out and borrow money. It's going to be ridiculous.
And
So-
this is what we've been telling you. Go ahead. Jay.
Universal, SeaWorld, others are reporting record numbers over the summer. So people, it is a direct. We've been saying this on Park Hopper for a few years now, that this bubble that they had, because Disney parks were extremely packed the last year, there was no off season. People just, I guess it was, they were calling it like the lockdown effect or the COVID effect, where it's like everybody was locked down and then they just wanted to get out with their families. And so Disney did a great job for 40 years as a, let's go to a theme park, let's go to Disney park. So they were packed, but the predictions were the bubble was going to burst eventually. And it's like, we're seeing that right before our eyes. Like there is no way that the summer should be that empty, where they have like no sellout day. They should have multiple sellout dates that you can't get a ticket to go in already. And they're just like, no, it's bonus. Like we'll let you go to 2 parks instead of 1. Just come to our parks. It's crazy.
That's unheard of.
Even before they implemented blackout days, I think Floridians like self-imposed blackout days because we knew the summer was hell and it was packed. So we just wouldn't go. Like growing up, my family knew, like, we do not go to Disney during the summer. It's something you do not do. But the fact they're needing to beg is a total 360 of the situation.
Yep.
And right now, Universal's got all the momentum with Harry Potter, which has got this show coming out. With obviously,
what's on your chest, man?
So,
That's what's coming.
Super Nintendo World is on another level, and we've seen kind of the films kind of mirror like the park. So the things that are successful on screen are translated into success in the parks, and Disney has failed pretty badly recently, and whereas Universal has been very successful from the family-friendly type of films, and Nintendo is a brand that's the one thing that Disney cannot compete with. That is somebody that Disney can't touch. This goes back to like when they had discussions with J.K. Rowling about having Harry Potter at Disney World. And that was a discussion that was having, and it fell apart. She walked away because she wasn't going to have creative control, and that was a big blow to them from a market share standpoint. And Nintendo's going to eat into that big time. Epic Universe is going to be a big deal. Again, people are. It's not like it's a ghost town at Disney. People are still there. But it's significant based on the fact that This is not
Jeremy. Last year
was
they
not
charged $170 a ticket. Now they're charging $58.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is telling.